Hi, I'm George Jelinek. 25 years ago, at age 45, I was diagnosed with MS after my mother died of the same illness years earlier. Within weeks, I had developed what is now known as the Overcoming MS program, a formula that I hoped would keep me well over the long term. 3 months after diagnosis, realising the importance of expressing difficult feelings, I started writing regularly in my diary. Passing the 25-year milestone this year, and now aged 70 and perfectly well, I felt that perhaps my diaries might be of use to other people with MS facing similar hurdles. So in this audio series, I narrate my diaries exactly as they were written a quarter of a century ago, changing only one or two details to protect people described in the journals. I hope that listening to my own personal struggles, fears and occasional successes may resonate with you and trigger your own reflection. I hope you may also be inspired to give back to Overcoming MS, the charity, by joining a circle, perhaps even becoming an ambassador, by volunteering, donating or fundraising, or joining the conversation in the Live Well Hub app. Most of all, I hope that this very personal account of what I experienced can provide you with hope, real hope, that overcoming MS is possible. Monday, 13 September 1999. A new page for 5 months. Every day is a bonus. 45 great years, plus a bonus day every day. The book's now done and I'll send it tomorrow. In some ways, I'm a bit of a test case. If it is worth getting the news out to people, I should still be okay when it's published. If it's not, then it doesn't matter too much either way. It's difficult not to get a bit depressed about it at times, but I keep being glad for this time I'm having. As each month rolls by and hopefully I can keep well, I'll get gradually more confident in myself. It's better now with the book behind me as far as work is concerned. I can concentrate appropriately on my work and less on myself. Years ago, as part of an exercise I did for my financial planning, I did the goal-setting exercises that he gave me, just writing down under the main headings of life like family, finances, work, etc., what I'm aiming for over the next year, 5 years and 10 years. I just spied those old goal-setting sheets in my drawer yesterday. Gosh, how life changes. If I was to fill in my goals now, health would be everything. Yet, I mostly just left that blank in the past. I have trouble believing that. Oh well. Right now I'm satisfied and happy, and what more could you ask? Wednesday, 15 September 1999. Things are pretty flat after the book went off yesterday. On the positive side, I got a swim in and things are going pretty well at work. But I have been quite worried about my right shoulder. It's felt really easily fatigued for a few days now. Even writing this is a bit difficult. It's quite possibly just down to the hours and hours I put in front of the computer and holding onto the mouse while I was editing the manuscript. But that's one of the problems with this damn disease. You tend to put everything down to MS, and you can never really be sure if it is or it isn't. I guess mostly it isn't. I'm going to start to get focused again on healing and positivity and setting goals and visualization. I've let a lot just ride while I've been doing the book. It was a bit of a gamble, but I seem to have come through okay. I need to do more reading again. It feels like there's never enough time to just find a bit of time for me, though. I'm always flying around trying to get everything done. Or we've got something to go to that I don't really feel like going to at all. Oh well. Thursday, 16 September 1999. I slowed down a bit today. I could feel a little energy starting to come back, although I'm still pretty worn out after the book. I hope and trust that I'm okay. The shoulder is a real worry. I just haven't got the energy at the moment. I knew I'd be in a bit of a trough after the book, but this is actually more physical, and my neck hurts a lot too. I need to go for a good run tomorrow and blow out a few cobwebs. I honestly think I'll be okay though. Saturday, 18 September 1999. Well, in 2 days, it's 20 years with my wife now. That's a milestone. I'm starting to get a bit of energy back gradually after the book. I feel it was a close thing actually, and it nearly triggered a relapse given all the odd symptoms I've been getting. I'm getting more into affirming to myself that I can heal and I can stay well, that I have the power to do these things. I can heal. It's all a question of energy and focus and balance. I feel like I'm reasonably back in balance now, after tipping way over during the book. My right arm's not better yet, but I've got a better feeling about it, and my legs are okay, which is the main thing. You can manage with a bit of a gammy arm, but not a leg. Sunday, 19 September 1999. Today's the best day I've had in months. The weight of the book is off my shoulders. I feel as well as I have for ages. And it was a lovely, warm spring day. It couldn't have been nicer. I feel really positive, and I know I've survived the book intact. It really was the greatest test I'm likely to face for a while. Sunday, 26 September 1999. Had a dream last night which provided a few answers I've been needing for a little while. Despite the book and the research I did, I was feeling low and feeling like I had little faith that what I was doing would really stop me deteriorating. Last night I dreamt I was being pursued by this evil thing and I couldn't get away, and every room of the house I ran to, climbing higher and higher through secret passages and things, it would still find me. Then suddenly I was lying on the floor in a big movie theatre, watching myself do this, quite calm, with big drifting wisps of grey smoke-like stuff just wafting past my face. I don't know what the smoke was. It seemed to be so fine and drifting in and out past my face on every gentle breeze. But clearly this was the way of getting out of the constantly panicking flight away from deteriorating with MS. To step back, to detach myself, and just to be more of an observer and not so much of a participant. Really, it's a bit like meditating. Partly it's about having faith, that is, living as if I'm going to be okay. It's taken me nearly 6 months and the book, but I feel I've turned a little corner just tonight. I'm still fine, and it's time to start putting MS to one side in my life and getting on with things. I'm actually scared to write "I'll be fine" as if I'm asking for trouble. Perhaps I'll just stick to "we'll see" at this stage. Wednesday, 20 October 1999. Well, I'm back. A bit of a break from writing down all my thoughts. Must have been a bit of a hangover from the book. I just needed a break. Maybe I don't need to keep writing in this journal very much anymore. Okay, so there's one excerpt from the diaries that I kept from my first couple of years of overcoming MS. Of course, that's 25 years ago now, and I'm a different person. Perhaps paradoxically though, being diagnosed with MS offered me an opportunity I might not otherwise have had. And for me, that was to live a more authentic life. In listening to this account, perhaps you found a sense of some freedom to explore your own insights and whatever opportunities that may have arisen for you as a result of the diagnosis of MS. Every journey after a MS diagnosis is different. This has been just a small part of mine. Finding your own way through the ups and downs is what the journey is all about. Overcoming MS is here to provide a few signposts and support along the path, but the journey is your own. Have faith in yourself and in your own capacity to be well. And please, join me again in a couple of weeks' time for another episode of the Journals.